Hi, welcome back to the Afro Puffs and Stuff podcast. I'm your host, Jemiah Anderson, and I'm glad you have tuned in for another segment. Y'all, this is going to be I don't even know how this video is going to really go. Well, it's not really a video, it's actually just an audio portion. Yes, today I'm just doing the audio portion because, that's just how I'm feeling right now. I might just continue to do audio, but y'all let me know in the chat, I'm going to put a poll, I'm going to put a poll on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, make sure you go follow my Instagram at APNS Podcast. It's going to be linked down in the bio. Y'all should already have been following it. We're now at 115 followers. And y'all, I'm trying to get to 130, 150. I'm really trying to level up. So, make sure you like, comment, share, and, just help promote the page and stuff like that. So, as you can tell by the title, which I don't even know what I'm going to title this video because y'all know I never know. But this video has really been on my mind for a while, and I was trying to figure out a right time that I wanted to do it. But let me see if I'm forgetting anything before I jump into it. Not before we get into me, let's get into y'all a little bit. I hope y'all have had a wonderful week, wonderful day, or whenever you're listening to this, wonderful night, wonderful evening, wonderful morning. I hope that you've been doing great, and I hope you continue to be doing great in Jesus' name. So because I don't ever really say that to you guys, and I don't want you guys to think I just, I'm just gonna talk my head off. But I mean, that's what a podcast is for. But anyways, okay, y'all. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but my first video that I've ever posted on my page and on my podcast was called the Fly Girl Era. I think this is going to be kind of like a spinoff to that video since that video was released I think 7 months ago now. It's been since January I uploaded it. Actually, was it December or January? I can't remember, but it was in between those 2 months. And from those months up until now, I've learned a lot, and I've been able to grow a lot, and I've noticed the growth within myself. And I'm getting a little bit emotional, but I'm trying not to cry, y'all. But I've noticed the growth within myself from that video. When I made that video, I was going through a lot. I was going through a serious heartbreak. My confidence was super low. And I was just going through so much during that time. And kind of what we're going to really get into this video is about healing and about relationships and about stuff like that. Because in that video, I was talking about confidence. And yes, my confidence had evolved since then. Well, yes, my confidence was evolved, but it wasn't at its full potential because I was still holding on to a lot of things. I don't want to dabble into it too much because, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video or whenever I mentioned it. I said I didn't want to bring people into my podcast and have, talk about people, which when I talk about situations, I'm not talking about these people. I'm just, talking about what's happened to me, but that's neither here nor there. So, I've really noticed the growth within myself. So lately, for this past month, I've been really tapping into self-care, and healing, and I'm really been on this healing journey, and I'm really calling it the Pretty Girl Healing Era. I think I might title this what? Y'all know what I mean. I'm going to title this video or this segment, the Pretty Girl Healing Era or something like that, because y'all, I've really been on this healing journey, throughout this, okay, just to give y'all a little background, I'm not going to give a background, but I've had my heart broken for the first time last year. And I thought that as soon as the heartbreak was over, within a week or two, I was going to be over it, y'all. Of course it was my first time, but I don't know why I thought that I would be getting over this certain situation and this sad person so fast. Y'all, it took me a while. It literally took me months, y'all. It took me months, and I'm not going to lie. It's still a journey. Okay, y'all, this is what I was talking about the other day. So I just feel like a healing journey for some people, it varies. It varies, and it depends on you. And I know me personally, it's going to take a while for me because especially when you put your time and your emotions and your feelings into a said person and said situation, it's gonna take a time. I think I talked about this before. Allow yourself that time to be able to heal. Don't force yourself and don't try to push yourself to heal, because if you do that, it's only gonna hurt you in the end, because you're gonna rush that process, y'all. A healing process takes a very long time, but within that time, you are gonna be so grateful when you come out of that, and you're doing so much better, y'all. If y'all hear background noise, I'm back at home. So yeah, but yeah, yeah, so yeah, yeah, it's gonna take some time to get over it. It's gonna take you some time. So it's gonna take you some time. Like, I honestly thought that, like, okay, this is how I am. Like, if somebody hurts me, I'm easily to, like, well, okay, I have a is my process is like, I cry about it, I'm sad, and then I'll try to tap myself into reality and be like, I don't care. Oh well. But at the end of, what, that stutter was so horrible. At the end of the day, it takes a while for you to really get over it. And it's not just for relationships. This is for anything. Like even with grieving, with the loss, like anything that you're grieving, it's gonna take you a while to really get over it. It's not gonna happen overnight. And I think that's what was really hurting me, because, well, that was one of the big things that was really hurting me, because I really thought I was gonna get over said person and said situation so fast. But I have to allow myself that time. Like, you have to allow yourself that time to really fully heal, because if you don't, like I said, you're gonna just hurt yourself in the end. So yeah, so this journey, like, I've really my confidence has grown a lot. Of course, we all have stuff we still have to work on, but my confidence has grown a lot. I don't know if you guys know or not, but if you don't, I cut my hair. I cut my hair back at school. But it was like in a big chop. Like, when people cut their hair and it's like a big chop, but it's like a small little afro. If you know, you know. But yeah, I had that, and then I dyed it, but then the dye didn't really take, so it was kind of looking terrible a little bit. But I dyed my hair blonde. And then when I came back home for break, I completely cut all my hair off. So if you don't know, you can go check it out on my main page at Not Your Woman Crush Wednesday. Yes, so I'm still Afro puffs, because that's been my trademark for years, but I have a baldy now. So, but it's cool though. It's cool, y'all. It's just hair. So, y'all, like, the fact that I was able to even cut my hair and still be confident and still love myself is like, that's growth. Because a couple years ago, or last year or 2 years ago, if I had to cut my hair, I would have been feeling like the worst. But me cutting my hair made me feel so much better about myself. And it really originally was just an impulsive decision that I made when I was at school. And from there, I've just been living in it. And I didn't even know that, a lot of people cut their hair to cut off dead weight and get rid of dead weight. And honestly, I think that's what really saved me by cutting my hair, because I got rid of that dead weight and holding on to that baggage. So yeah, like I really just want anybody out there to know that if you're going through any type of heartbreak or any type of grievance or anything, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen over a couple months. It may take you a year or 2 years to get over whatever well, I wouldn't say that long, but it's going to take you a while to get over what you're going through, because it's a process, y'all. It really is a process. But yeah. Also, another thing that I've realized over the course of these past months, is that I'm personally not ready for a relationship. I really thought this whole time that I was, but I'm not truly and fully ready for commitment to somebody else. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not about, when people say they can't commit, they can't really commit because they want to dibble and dabble and talk to different people and, still do them. But that's not even where I'm coming from when I say that. I mean, I'm not ready for a relationship because in a mature standpoint, like, yes, I'm mature, but for me to be emotionally mature in a relationship, I don't think I'm personally ready for that. And I think that's probably part of the reason, or maybe a little bit of the reason why, when I tried to be in a relationship, it didn't work out, because I felt like I was being emotionally immature in a way, and emotionally selfish. I felt, that's just how I felt, because I felt like when these said people were trying to tell me that they didn't want to, they didn't want to have a relationship with me, it's like I was trying to kind of force myself on them because I really wanted it to work. Not taking the blame off of what they did, but in my part into it, I felt like I was pushing myself emotionally on them, knowing that they weren't ready. So I think anybody that's out there that's really fiending for a relationship, because this is another thing that I was thinking about too. I think personally, I was also using relationships as my personality. Like literally, like a couple years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I want a boyfriend. Everything was about boyfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend. And I wasn't really developing in my own self. I was only focused on that certain thing. And I think I mentioned this before too. I think I mentioned a lot of this stuff in my previous segments, but to really get in depth into it, I was so much more focused on that, and it was pushing my focus away from my actual self. And yeah, so that's just how I feel. And I just feel like anybody out there that's really feeling like they need a relationship, you don't need a relationship. What you should do, and what you need to do, is you should tap into yourself and find out what you want to truly do. Because y'all, with me being single, and with me being freely single, and not the single where it's like, oh, I want to be in a relationship. I'm like single, and I'm content into my singleness, and I'm like, I'm talking and texting and whatnot, but I always let these people know that I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just doing me for right now, because y'all, like, I've built this it's like building a house. Like, I've built this foundation up in myself and my confidence. I don't want to end up with somebody and they just knock that all down. So that's why I'm really just content within myself. I'm giving myself at least a year of singleness, and if God decides to grant me with the opportunity to be in a relationship, then that's what it will be. But for right now, since I've been so focused, and so my focus was just so stronghold onto that, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just be content in my singleness. And there's nothing wrong with being single at all, because being single comes with a lot of perks, and it comes with a lot of rewards. Not saying a relationship doesn't come with that stuff, but it has to be with the right person, because if you're not in a relationship with the right person, then all of those rewards and perks that you think you're going to get, you're not. So yeah, that's just what I've really been pondering on. And on a different standpoint, a spiritual standpoint, I need to grow more in my spirituality as well, because we all have temptations, and we all have things. Of course, everybody has temptations. Everybody has things that they're dealing with and struggling with, but I have a certain situation and temptation that I'm currently, well, I'm not going to say currently, because I don't want to speak that, but I do have this certain thing that, well, I guess I'll say currently, that I'm currently dealing with, and I'm currently trying to get out of my system. And I don't want to jeopardize my spirit by talking or dating someone that's going to trigger that temptation in me and just bring me stress. If like, I think if you guys want me to get more into depth, I think I am gonna make another video kind of dibbling and dabbling into what the certain temptation is, and because I know a lot of people are battling and dealing with the same temptation. So I think I will do a video because I feel like God's been poking me and telling me I should do it, because I've really been daydreaming and thinking about making this video for months, because I know it's a lot of people out there that are struggling and battling with this certain temptation. And not even just this certain temptation, but any temptation in any type of stronghold that they have, because it goes deeper. Y'all, I really could get into it, but we going to wait though, because this video is just going to be a cute little video. I mean, I keep saying video. It's not a video. It's audio. Either way, it's going to be a cute little segment, and you guys are going to enjoy it. And yeah. So yeah, that's just a couple things that I really wanted to just touch on real quick. But yeah, this pretty girl healing era is really eating, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. But yeah, y'all, I didn't want to get on here and make it too long and too strung out. But I do want to say that I'm leaving on Monday. Today is Saturday the 24th, I believe. Yeah, 24th. I'm leaving to go to Kentucky on this Monday the 26th. I'm going to be gone for a month. I'm going to basic camp in Fort Knox, Kentucky. So I won't be able to post as much. I will try to get some type of content out because I know we do have like free time and stuff, but y'all, I'm about to be on the grind and we finna be lit. So yeah, y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think I may put this audio on YouTube. I don't know yet. I'm not really sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. Make sure you guys keep God the number one focus in your life. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. My podcast Instagram is at APNS Podcast, and my main Instagram is at Not Your Woman Crush Wednesday. That's NOT, the letter U, the letter R, WCW. It'll all be linked down in the bio, and I mean in the description. And I hope you guys enjoy this, and I love you guys so much. Until next time.